We had quite the ordeal, or dilemma, if you will, on working on this Dodge Charger. We ended up having an issue to where we needed to get to the battery, and of course, we had no communication to the trunk. So as you know, it's an electronic one, and they don't really have a keyhole anywhere in order to use the key if the battery is dead. So the fix for that is to go through the trunk in order to pull the emergency hatch deal, as you can see glowing back there. The only problem is it had a giant subwoofer box inside of the trunk, making it nearly impossible to get to it. Well, after several attempts, I was finally able to go ahead and get the box moved a little bit and get my arm past the box in order to start pulling all the extra stuff that they had stored in the trunk out of the way of the front of the box in order to finally push it far enough forward in order to reach in there. So in order to prevent this headache from happening again, what we did is we actually ran a cable off of there along the deal, so it actually attaches to that little emergency pole, and then I'll show you once I get it open here. And it just basically comes over here, and I just looped it and secured the wire, and then this way you can pull it from the actual hatch area when the box is full. So basically we just have tied it in a knot around the handle, and then that way it goes back in there. You know, I could probably try to drill into it and make it a little bit cleaner. This is just what we did in order to get the testing purposes done, so I may clean that up. And then I just got some cable clamps and self-tapping screws in order to then screw into the little carpeted area, so that way the cable itself will have the needed movement for when the trunk is closed, and then it just follows down and along the line, so that way it doesn't get bound up or get in the way of storing the items in the trunk. And then there's the little handle loop that we have on the end. And this way, going forward, if we ever have a battery issue, we'll be able to get into the trunk no problem and save ourselves a lot of headache. So if you're thinking about putting a giant subwoofer in the back of your trunk so that way you can have some bass while you're enjoying your car rides, this might be something that you want to go ahead and do before you have an instance to where the battery's dead and you can't get in the trunk because you can't reach it with your arms. So hopefully that helps you guys out and gives you a little bit of idea of what your options are, and stay tuned for next time.